Hey there and welcome to Frankie's DIY Life. I'm Frankie and this is my life. On my channel, what I try to do is just take things, number one, that I already have and rework them, redo them, or I get them from the thrift store and keep stuff out of the landfill. So I always think it's a challenge to see what you can do with something that's not so usable. Here is, I already cut the bottom of it off. This white shirt, and I used the bottom of it on another project. I'll show it to you in just a second. But the top of it has got, see the big stain on it right there? Well, I still want to use the top, and I think I can put like a patch or something over it. So I'm going to take this top shirt and this big large shirt, and this come from the thrift store. I think I gave it was in a bin like 25 cents a piece. But anyway, I'm going to cut two strips off of here, sew them together, and add it to the bottom of this shirt. Now, when I'm done, I think what I'll do is like give it like a shirt scoop tail. That's my plan. I'll try and see if that works. So, let me find this that I made for the bottom, and let me show it to you. I had to go get it out of my closet because I've already worn it. But the top part of this, when I put it on, I got big hips and big butt, so it was too tight, so I didn't like it. But I liked the top of it, and I liked it because it had that cute little zipper on the back of it. So what I did is I took the bottom half of this, like I said, and I added it here. So it's got that little shirt tail look. And so there's the buttons on it, and I just sewed that to the back, to the bottom side of this. It made a nice cute little shirt, and I really like it. So basically that's the same thing I'm going to do with this. So let me cut the bottom of this striped shirt off and we'll get started. So I'm just going to cut this all the way around. I would cut it both sides, but I don't think that these stripes are actually lining up on both sides. But this is what I'm going to use as my guide, is just this stripe. And I'll just go all the way around it. And then I'm going to cut it in two again. I'm going to cut it in two right here, so I'll have a long piece and I can gather it up as I sew it. Okay, so what I done is I went ahead and cut it off like I showed you, and then I cut it off at the side seam so it would be one long strip. Now I'm fixing to cut it again and then make it long, and we'll sew these two sides together and it'll be long. That way I have a lot of ruffle on. Okay, so I've cut it off, and so if I had that on, it's going to be to here. Now, I like my shirts just a tad bit longer. So I think what I'm going to do, I cut this off of a dress that I had, and I think I'm going to use it, cut it, a piece of it off, put it on, and then add my ruffle at the bottom. And so then I think that will work out just fine. But okay, so like I said, I just got this piece right here, but it's too big. I don't want to use it all. Just want to use a little piece. So I'm going to cut it right down the middle too. Okay, so now I'm just going to pin this piece right here on first, and then I'll flip it over, sew it all the way around, and then I will show you what we got, and then I'll take that other piece and add it to the bottom. Okay, so I've got the bottom sewed on to this one, this little bitty one. And then now I'm fixing to add this other one to the bottom of it too. Oh, it fell on the floor. Okay, so here we go. There's this. It's on. And now I'm going to put this one on, but I'm going to have to ruffle it up just a little bit. Oh, wrong one. This one. That's the one that I just cut off. Okay, now it'll be two different kind of stripes. So then I'm going to gather this one at the bottom so it'll be just a little bit longer. So let me get that pinned on, and then we'll start sewing it on. Now I'm just using a regular straight stitch, but when I get through, I think what I'll do is just go through there with my serge machine and clean up those edges. But you know, you don't have to if you don't have a serging machine. It'll be just fine without it. So then I'm going to add this one to the bottom. I tried to move my camera closer to the window so it looked like it was getting dark in here. I put a piece of cardboard under here so I can go along through there and pin this. And what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put a little pinch pleat in it as I go. And then every so often, I'll just put another one in and then another one in. And, you know, as I go along, then it'll ruffle it up. All right, so I've got the bottom half on. I'll step back and let you see it. But we still got to address this stain on my shirt. So, but here it is. I've got it on. There's the two different kind of ruffles. I'll spin around. So, I think that worked out pretty good. But like I said, I got to work on this stain right here. So, I'm fixing to cut me out some type of patch and maybe put a couple. And that way it look like it'll blend and like it goes together. So, let me take it off. Oh, also, I am not going to hem this, because it's that t-shirt material, and I did cut it straight, so I'm not going to hem it. So here's what I'm thinking. I got another piece of little black that would, you know, go along with the black and white that I got going on, and I've traced butterfly out on this. So I'm fixing to cut that out and try to put it on there in a way that it covers up that stain. So let me get that cut out. Alright, so I changed up my mind some. I had this butterfly that I was going to put right here to cover up that stain. But I think what I'm going to do is just use 2 stars on the front. I think I can cover that up better, and it'll go across those buttons. So I'll do that one there. And then to make it match, I'll just stick one up here somewhere. But I do want to go ahead and use it since I cut it out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll just flip it over. And I'll just put it right there. So let me get that stitched on. I think I'm just going to do a straight stitch all the way around. So I got my buttons out, and I've picked me 4 out, and I think I'm fixing to just sew them on my butterfly. And then the stars that's on the front, I may put a button on each one in the middle. Okay, I have finished it, and I think it looks good. It's on Sally B, and there's Gigi. So anyway, let you look at the back of it. I thought it turned out pretty good. And we kept another one out of the landfill. Yay! There's my butterfly that I put on the back. I think it done pretty good. And let's see, here's the bottom. And I like it. It's like the right length. Well, I hope you enjoyed what I did today. It was pretty fun. And like I said, I saved a blouse, and that's a new blouse. New blouse to me anyway. Okay, so that's what I did today. I took a shirt that had a big stain on it, and the stain was down here on that bottom star. And so we just covered that up, disguised it a little bit, took a piece off of another shirt and a dress, and since they were black and white, I just went with the black and white theme, put my stars on black and white, and I enjoyed doing that today. And like I said, we kept another shirt out of the landfill. Of course, you know, nobody was going to wear that shirt with a big stain on it. So I either need to be more careful eating or put a bib on. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. This is Frankie's DIY Life. This is my life. I'm Frankie. So hit that subscribe button, that like button. I appreciate you watching. And until next time, God bless.